as you notice, I haven't gone anywhere today. It has been a day of staying in. I also really woke up late, a lot later than I wanted to. But I was up reading late, or should I say early, into the wee hours of the morning. Um, Beta reading tips book, which I'm finishing up now. I have like one more chapter to read in an epilogue. Um, in fact, if you hear anything in the background, that's Tiffany. But um, the weekend was fine. It was a good weekend. I went to a virtual concert um, for my streamers that they hosted a album launch release party, and um, they had an album for a launch release party on Saturday nights. Had to get I had to get my video editing done and exported my video before the time of the concert, which is before the normal time I'm usually finished my video. So I had a lot to do on Friday night to get that finished. And um yeah, then I just kind of relaxed and enjoyed and read most of the day on Sunday. I did have a bit of some eye strain, and I had a bit of a headache when I woke up today, probably because of the eye strain. But I am going out tomorrow, which is why I didn't go anywhere today. Because back-to-back days are not a great idea for me. But I have my first physical therapy appointment tomorrow, so I'll be going to that, and then some other errands that I have to run. Hopefully, picking up a package at the post office and store and other stuff, and we'll see. But I'm gonna go back to finishing up reading this book, and so I can get my writing sprints in, and I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, I thought I would come back on to give some kind of update. It's been, I'm used to going out on Monday, so it's always weird when I don't go out on Monday. It feels like I haven't done something I was supposed to do on a Monday, just because those are kind of my built-in days to go out, unless, like this week, I have an appointment that is on a Tuesday. And then I have to kind of balance that out because I know better than to go out back to back, even though sometimes I test that. But I know better. It is not good for my body to do that. So I had to pick one. And I'm going to the laundromat on Friday. At least I think I am. We'll see if money allows. But I've gotten, as you think you saw earlier in one of the clips, I got 2,300 words for the day, which yay. Also finally got her to turn on the heat. I had my child ask her, because if I asked her, she'd just say no. But and I finished beta reading Tiff's book. I'm now reading her second epilogue. I'm almost finished that. I'll start Morgan's tomorrow, her chapters. I should be able to get those read by the weekend. And I gotta respond to an email. The client that I did the beta read for, I sent that report back, and she had some follow-up questions. So I have to respond to those follow-up questions. And she did another commission where she revised the first chapter. So I have that before the end of the week to go over as well. She wanted me to take a look at the revisions she's made for the first chapter according to the feedback. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, and I need to work on, at some point I really need to work on the blurb for When Love Calls, because if I'm going to get this book ready to publish, I was stressing out about the whole cover situation, but I can't even really work on the cover actually because I don't have a blurb to go on the back of it yet. I have one, but I'm not completely satisfied with it, and I don't know that it's done in the way a contemporary romance blurb should be done. And when I wrote the blurb that I have for it, it was still a single POV book. I hadn't revised it yet and changed it to a dual POV. So I think at best I should, not at best, but at least I should, most contemporary romance books that I've seen the blurbs for now, they have the little bit from the one POV and the little bit from the second POV and then like a combined thing. And I don't have that because, again, this blurb, the one that I have, was written when it was still a single POV. So it's only from Autumn's perspective. So I have to work on that. And I hate blurbs. I hate them with a passion. I never think I do a good enough job with them. And yeah. So I have to work on that because when I go back to try to get Dee to work with me on the cover, I know she has lots of things on her plate. I don't want to waste her time. So I want to make sure I have everything on my end ready to go on the back of the cover. And if if she's too busy and I have to find someone else to do the cover, I still need to have everything together. So there's that. So, but for right now, I'm going to go do my Duolingo after I finish this chapter. Got like 1.5 more pages. After I finish this second epilogue. And then I'm going to do my Duolingo and downtime before writing time. I get to burn my new candle. Well, it's not a new candle because it's the same scent. But I got a new candle. It is a new candle, but it's the same scent. It's not a different scent. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be back. Bye. I am getting such a late start on my sprints this evening because my daughter decided she needed my help with something, even though she knew it was my writing time. I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. Anyway, I'm going to get to my sprints. I'm only on the first one, and then I'll get to the next one. But I'm going to say goodnight here so that I don't have to stop and film this clip. And so that I could just be on a roll. I don't know how many words I'm going to get on the first sprint or the second. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. I am also going out. Good night. Bye.
Place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. go, change my fate. You won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am.
Hello. I suppose I should make this clip before I go into the store, because it could be dark when I come out. Hopefully not. But hi, happy Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Yes, I have gone to my physical therapy appointments, and we've scheduled appointments for the next 6 weeks, 2 a week. So, except for Thanksgiving week, there's only gonna be one. Feel good about it. So, hopefully, it helps get me back into a better mobility and stuff. But I didn't want to take long. I did about 1,300 words in last night's rinse, roughly. It could be a little more. It might be 1,400. I'm not entirely sure. And I read another scene, bonus scene for Tiff, for her book. And then I went to bed, and yeah, I'm gonna go home. Hopefully, I'll be able to write some more. I don't know. I'm gonna go in the store to get some things, and then I'm going to get me some lunch from Lido's, because they have $6 calzones only on Tuesday, and it's only $6. So that'll be my lunch. I'm gonna get something in here for dinner, and something maybe for the next 2 days for dinner or whatever. So anyway. Yep, that's it. And if you can't tell, I have to use the bathroom. So that is my first stop when I go in here. I'll be back. Bye.
Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go, change my fate. You won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance. My last dance.
Oh, hi there. The heat might actually be on. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. It was freezing in here a second ago. The heat might actually be on this time. So, hi. As you can see, I am in the bed. Nia had a short stream because she has to get up early in the morning to babysit grandbaby. And I'm okay with that, because I get to be in the bed and lounge. And I had every intention to write. I had 2 more sprints that I wanted to try to do so badly. But y'all know how I am when I go out. It's a no. If I was smart enough, I would have done 3 sprints before I went to bed. And then I would have at least had 1.5 hours. But this is how I rationalized it with myself, because technically, normally I go out on Mondays and Fridays. That is kind of how I set things up, so that I write for 1 hour on the days I go out, or that I know I'm going to go out. So Mondays and Fridays at my 3 a.m. writing sessions, that's my 1 hour. And if I don't write anymore, it's fine, because it's built that way. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are usually my 2 hours. Mandatory 2 hours anyway. I can do more, but mandatory 2 hours. But since I went out today instead of yesterday, I'm just gonna swap those out. So I did 2 hours yesterday. We're just gonna take that 1 hour and scooch it over and pretend I did 2 hours on Tuesday. We're not pretend, but we're just gonna count it. We're swapping it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna do better tomorrow. I was really trying. My head, when I go out, it drains me physically, it drains me mentally, and I don't have the mental energy to come back in and write once I have decompressed, likely eaten, dealt with the pain that going out has caused, and probably propped myself up in a bed somewhere. And once all of that is done, hold on. Sorry. Adjust my leg. Once all that is done, writing is not something that happens. Now you might wonder, how does that mean that I can write at 3 a.m.? Because the wee hours of the morning is peak for me. That is usually when my brain is on fire. And I'm sitting in the bed, I am relaxing, I am getting my body ready, calmed down. I have also taken my medicine, my last tramadol. Don't have anymore. So the rest of this week should be very interesting. I also don't have that many more Tylenol back and muscle ache medicine. So that should be fun. I have the arthritis ones, but they only really help with the inflammation in my legs. They don't help with any back pain or muscle aches. So we'll see. But I have my regular doctor. Oh God. Yeah, I know how I said before that I don't do back-to-back days, or at least I shouldn't unless I have to. And next week I'm going to have to. Because next week I have my regular doctor's appointment on Monday. And then I have, oh my God, Tuesday is going to be a nightmare next week. Because Tuesday, I really, really wish I had remembered that when I was setting up the physical therapy appointments. Tuesday is going to be a really packed day because I have my knee injections that I'm getting on Tuesday, but I now have a physical therapy appointment Tuesday afternoon. So yeah, that's going to be real interesting to squeeze in there. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, the knee injections are 1:30. Well, the appointment is at 2, but I have to be there a half hour earlier. Hopefully they can see me if I get there at 1:30, they can see me before 2. And physical therapy, he said they would run about an hour session. Also, that's going to be real interesting. That's going to be so interesting. But yeah, the physical therapy appointment, because I don't think I got it into detail earlier, but it went well. Just did some assessing of how far I can bend and twist and turn different parts of my body, and just how bad the mobility issue is. Whatever, he gave me some light exercises to do at home until our next appointment. He scheduled me for the next 6 weeks at 2 appointments a week. Well, 1 the week of Thanksgiving. So yeah, and hopefully we'll get some of the mobility back, and and that heated pad they put on my back, oh, it was so lovely. Oh, it was lovely. I'm just like, what is this? Because it didn't plug up. It was, I don't even think he knew how to describe how it was heated, but it was lovely. But yeah, did some bending and stretching and pulling and pushing. And I have my assignment, my physical therapy homework that I have to do daily, at least once a day. There's 2 different, he just gave me 2 different exercises to start with, and I have to do each daily. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good appointment. I did leave. Oh, I felt like I left in more pain than when I came in, which he said that's typical for the first appointment, just because they're assessing the levels and pain and what creates the pain, and what movements create more pain. So he said the first appointment tends to be a little leaves you in a little bit more pain, just because they're trying to figure out exactly, pinpoint where the pain is and what creates the pain or what aggravates it. So, but I'm gonna go finish decompressing and relax a little more, play a couple games, rest my mind to prepare to write. Oh, I gotta send out the links for the stream tomorrow. I need to start beta reading Morgan's chapters. Okay, so I have some reading to do too. And I've been having some, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, eye strain. I don't know, just looking at the screen too much the last several days. I don't know, but I really should look into getting some blue light blocking glasses. I don't even know if it's the blue light that's the problem though. Maybe I wonder if I put something over my eyes would help me sleep. I mean, not sleep, but help my eyes not hurt. My eyeballs hurt. Like, literally, my eyeballs hurt. Anyway, I didn't mean for this clip to be this long. I'll update you later. Bye. I'm going to say goodnight here. I got 597 words in my first sprint. I'm on the second one, and I'm in a very tense scene right now. I'll try to decide if I'm going to do a third sprint afterwards and see how I feel. I was thinking of doing a third sprint, but right now I'm kind of not feeling it. My legs hurt a bit, my knees. I might need to get an ice pack for it, and I'm just uncomfortable at the moment. So I'm not sure I want to do a third one after I've sat here for a while. I may get up and stretch and then come back and do another one. I don't know. But this is where I leave you for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Come on and say hello. Happy Wednesday. It's 5. It is Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday. It's 5:26. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm getting ready to do my last 30 minute. I had to split my last 30 minute up into 2 15 minutes because I was trying to eat at the same time, and with the back and forth, and I didn't want to use any of the actual time of my timer that interesting for writing. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to agree to starting a sprint. My last mandatory 2-hour or 30-minute sprint. Because it's a stream night, I doubt I'm gonna get any extra writing time, but I need to get my 2 hours at least, and I'm in a very tense scene. I mean, it is romantic suspense, right? So I just wanted to say hi before it got too much later in the day. It's already getting dark outside, which I love that it gets dark early. I know I'm in the minority, but I do. Me and the sunlight don't get along. But I will be back later. Bye. Interesting. Okay. Hi. Um, update. I didn't get as many words as I wanted today. I got like 1,600 words. I know. Don't say only. I know. But y'all know what I'm going for here. 2K a day, preferably. Um, but the closer to 2K, the better. I don't know. I just couldn't get in the headspace that I needed to be in this afternoon when I was writing. But that's fine. Excuse me. So sorry. But I do have an intense scene to write. To finish. I started it, but I have to finish it tonight. So I'm very excited to write that. And should be the end of another chapter. And I think there's like 2 more chapters left, and then the epilogue that I need to write. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Let's look at the outline. And then I was reading, doing some beta reading during the stream. And yeah, now I'm just kind of relaxing and getting myself mentally prepared to write in a little bit. And I'm going to play some games. And did I tell y'all about the new... It's a game, but it's more of a... because I like puzzles, right? But there's no space in here. I have a couple of 500-piece puzzles, but there's no space in here really to put puzzles together. So, hold on. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see it. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to. It's this app called Magic Puzzles. Is it Magic Puzzles? I don't. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up so that you can see it, but I don't think I can. We'll see. But like, okay, is this, and like that's the edges of the puzzle that I'm currently on. But let me show you the picture of what it looks like. Okay, that center picture is what it's supposed to become. And there's like a bunch of different puzzles, and there's like places, traveling places and adventure, just different images. And then you could have it do, right now I'm doing 70-piece puzzles, which I might make it more, but I feel like the 70 is working for me. And I've put together like at least 30 puzzles at this point, but it kind of gives me my puzzle fix, even though I would rather be putting together like a 500-piece puzzle, but there's nowhere to put it together in here. So like, even if I bought like some kind of cardboard or something, there's no table or anything to put it together on in here, so I can't. But I wanted to get a puzzle fix, so they advertised this Magic Puzzles game to me, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds right up my alley. There are others, I'm sure. There's so many, but that one just kind of spoke to me. But yeah, that is my update. It's not a tantalizing update, but that is my update nonetheless. I'm under my blanket, as you can see. I could put my sweatshirt on, but I don't want to. My cozy blanket. Anyway, I'll be back later. Probably around writing time. Okay, bye. Okay, just gonna say goodnight really quick. I am at the end of this scene, most likely the end of this chapter, so I want to go ahead while I have the momentum and finish it up and hopefully get more words than I did on the first sprint, because I only got 543 words on the first sprint. I'm listening to my the indie artist that I listen to, CALA, and listen to their new album for like the 15th or 20th time. Who knows? But, okay, that's it. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. Hi. I look a bit of a mess, but we're just going to roll with it because I'm working. But I wanted to come on and say hello before it got too much later in the day. It's 4:44. As you see, I already had to turn the light on. But I've only done one of my sprints. I'm hoping to do a few more because I'm hoping for more than 2K today. We'll see what happens. And I'm watching this fascinating documentary on Netflix while I'm writing. It's called How to Become a Cult Leader. Obviously, they're not really trying to instruct people on how to become a cult leader, but it is going over some of the most notorious cult leaders. Started with Charles Manson, and then Jim Jones. Now I don't remember the name of the guy that it's on in the third episode, but if you have been around my channel long enough, you might have noticed that I have a fascination with, or maybe you didn't. I don't really talk much about my fascination with cults and their leaders, not in having one or anything, because I think it's bonkers, but I've always been fascinated with how one could actually pull that off. Like, how, not for, how am I saying this? I'm just boggled that anyone ever falls for the stuff that these people say. And, no shade or no judgment, but I'm just like, how are people falling for this? And I'm just like, I guess I watch with trying to understand, is there something that I'm missing? Because all of the stuff they talk about that the cult leaders use to lure people in and get them in, I'm like, I mean, I know never say never and knock on wood, but I'm like, I would never fall for any of this crap. How is anyone falling for this? And I guess I'm just waiting for the one person that they mentioned where I'm like, I could see that. I could see falling for that. I suppose that's doable. That's possible. I have not yet seen any one person in history where I'm just like, yeah, I'd fall for that. Fascination. Just fascinated. Because I just don't understand. And I'm trying to understand where people are coming from when they fall for this stuff. But anyway, totally not what I'm supposed to be talking about as I'm saying hello to you. But yes, hello. And goodbye. I'm going to go back to work now. I won't say that I might possibly be entertaining the idea of writing a book that involves a cult in the future. Goodbye. Okay, sorry once again for the interruption. I may or may not have a few ideas for a story that involves a cult. So this is kind of partly research. Yeah, we'll go with that. This is research. I should have started with that. Should have led with that. Okay, bye. I did not hit. Okay, well, my normal regular goal is 2K. That I hit. But on Thursdays, I try to go a little further and, prefer maybe 4K, if at worst 3K. I couldn't even get it to 3K today. I don't know, I just wasn't focused enough today, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to try to focus in for tonight because I need all the words because I'm going out tomorrow, supposedly to the laundromat. We'll see. But I just thought I'd come and get a brief update before I go fix the rest of my food. Just threw some wings in the air fryer. I'm fixing some curly fries. And I'm hungry. I'm going to eat something of substance. And it's okay. It's okay that it did not hit 3K. It's fine. I'm lucky to even hit 2600 that I got? I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that. Can you tell I'm disappointed with myself? Okay, I'll get over it. I'll be back. Bye. I needed some writer fuel. This is what we have. Okay. I'm going to say goodnight here. I'm going to have a couple of chocolate chip cookies as I do the next sprint. I'm entertaining the idea of doing a third sprint afterwards. I don't know yet. Because right now I'm kind of feeling a little, not off. I'm just pain. Let's just say I've ran out of all of the good pain medications. So yeah, I'm out of Tramadol, I'm out of the Tylenol, muscle and back pain, and the arthritis is fine for the inflammation. It's not fine for the muscle aches and the knee pain. The knee pain, the inflammation is in my thighs more so than anything, so it's great for that. It tamps down the inflammation in my legs so they don't feel like they're on fire, but my back and stuff still hurts. So anyway, so I'm dealing with some pain issues. I'm having eye strain problems this week, or the last week and a half actually. I'm having wrist issues, which I know the brace should be on, right? But I'm just having all kind of issues tonight, and yeah, I'm just trying to get through this next sprint. So I don't know if I have a third one in me, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm on the last chapter. Well, I don't count the epilogue as a chapter. I'm on the final chapter of this novella, and then there's the epilogue. So I'm very excited to be about to finish. Well, it's not going to happen this week because obviously this is going to be my last bit of writing for the week. And I'm not close to finishing this chapter. I'm close, but because they're not long chapters. But anyway, I'm rambling. Gotta go. Spring has already started. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you...
Hi. Happy Friday. I had to remember what day of the week it was. I'm like, what day is this? Happy Friday. As you can see, I am at the laundromat. I am about to have a panic crisis at the moment. So, remember I said I got I bought the CD that the indie group that I like released their first album last week, and I bought the CD. So they sent it to me. I mean, they sent out the CDs or whatever, and I immediately wanted to play it. So here's the problem with my car being 15 years old. My CD player has issues. Sometimes it plays the CD, and sometimes it rejects the CD and it won't even load it in there. Then there are times where I can force it to go in, and eventually it'll just pop into the actual CD player in the thing and play. Or I force it to go in and it won't, and it rejects it and it pops it back out. This is a situation I have not had. So I tried to put it in there and it wouldn't go at first, and then it allowed me to gently nudge and forcefully push it in there. And now it won't play, but it also won't come out. I can't get the CD to come out. I don't know how to get the CD to come out. And I Googled it, and it told me first to hit the eject and the power button at the same time while the car is off and hold it for 2 minutes and then turn it back. And I tried that and it didn't work. Then it says to use either a paperclip or some kind of thin something, tweezers if you have them. I don't. To try to stick it in there to kind of nudge it out or nudge it around or whatever. I tried that. It hasn't worked. I don't have tweezers. And I'm also afraid that me trying to stick a paper clip or some kind of sharp tool or whatever is going to scratch the CD. I just want to hear the music. Like, I love the music. And I just want to hear it in my car while I'm driving. That's what I wanted. And like right now it says reading CD, except for it's not reading the CD clearly. I don't know. But anyway, I just came from Giant. Managed to use a little bit that was left. Well, I had left something on there because I knew I was going to need something for Sunday. Is it what I want to fix for Sunday? No, but I didn't have enough to get that. So, and then I got my packages from the post office, which included my CD that I cannot play now. I mean, eventually that's to pop out, right? At some point, maybe. I hope so. Good Lord. Nia sent me something. Thank you, Nia. And then my doctor, the pain management doctor, actually sent me. She did say that she had some better medication that she could give me for the arthritis. So this could be right on time because I'm going to need something. I'm out of pain meds. So yeah, but that's fine. I have 15 minutes left on the washing machine before I can put it in the dryer. And then I need to go to the bathroom. And then I'll just, I have mortgage chapters on my Google Docs. I'll just pull that up on my phone and I'll go through that. I have no tantalizing conversation for this card chat due to the panic that the CD has now ensued. Or the panic that has now ensued due to the CD. You know what I mean. Words are hard. I had hoped to be back by the time Esther's stream started, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm starving because I did not have enough to get anything to eat. So that's always fun. Not really. But yeah, I'm starving. I'm very, very hungry right now. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Somebody did send me virtually send me a Chipotle gift card. Thank you, by the way, if you're watching. I very much appreciate it. I'm trying to decide if I want to go to Chipotle after I leave the laundromat. But I probably, I'll save it for Monday after my doctor's appointment. Yeah. Next week's going to be interesting because I have 2 back-to-back appointment days. And I think I actually have a third. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be interesting next week. Anyway, we'll worry about that next week. But yeah, so I'm gonna go probably use the bathroom and pretend that I'm not hungry, and that'll be it. Do I want to go to Chipotle, or do I want to save it for Monday? Because I'm really gonna want something on Monday after the doctor's appointment. Well, it's just a regular follow-up, the Monday one. Maybe I should save it for Tuesday. But no, am I gonna really feel like going too much of anywhere Tuesday after getting my knees injected? I don't even know how I'm gonna feel after that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll decide. You'll find out shortly, I guess, if I go to Chipotle today. Probably not, but I could. I really could. Ooh, maybe I should. Oh, anyway, you'll find out. Okay, bye.
I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
I thought I'd come on while I have the chance. She's out of the room, so I'm so tired. So tired. I'm trying to get set up in the bed. I haven't taken the meds yet. I wanted to be settled when I took them so that I'm not still moving around and hurting myself after taking them. I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna try to do something. Video editing. I have some beta reading that still needs to be done. Writing will almost certainly not happen, but you never know. Things surprise me. But I did. Well, I guess I can show y'all later, but one of the things that I got in the CD that I did get the CD out. I Googled again and something different came up. So it said to put a CD in there and like wiggle it around and it'll eventually, pop out. And I did it, and at first it didn't seem like it was going to work, but then it did, and it ejected itself. And I was like, okay, whew. But I want to show y'all this beautiful artwork. Not right this very second, because as you see, I haven't even opened the package. But I'm going to show it to you later. I'm still getting settled and in my pajamas, but I'm so excited about having the CD. So hopefully I can put it in the thing next time when I go in the car and drive around and play it. And it's so awesome. I mean, I can play it on my computer on Spotify. I've been playing it on Spotify, but it's really nice to have the actual physical CD, and just it's really nice to be able to support them. They've supported me, and so it's just really nice to be able to give that support back to the people who've given that support to me and they didn't have to. Well, no one has to give anyone support, obviously, and I always really like I try to download some of Tiff's books when I get a chance, some of Dee's books when I get a chance and actually get the money. And I can't wait. I will probably put a link in the description box, and maybe I'll flash it up here when I catch my breath and get ready. But Eva, AuthorTube treasure Eva, who has done so much for this community, and it's always just such a joy to have in the chat. And always promoting everyone, always forgetting about herself and all the amazing things that she does. And she has, I'm gonna try to put a link to her children's books that she's already done, which I'm trying to gather up the funds to get those, because as with any children's book, they're a little pricier, but I definitely want to be able to have them in my collection so that I can have them. And but Eva is coming out with a poetry collection, and when I saw it on her site, I think it said $10. I think I'm like, I can swing that. I can swing that. I can't swing it right this very second because I literally just used everything that I had left to go wash clothes. But I can swing that. I'm like, I can't wait to buy her poetry. Eve is such a wonderful poet. She's had stuff read on poetry night several times, and she's a phenomenal poet. I don't know if she realizes how talented she is, but she is. So I can't wait to buy her collection. Yeah, there's and you know, I've pre-ordered, and I have Nia's stuff on Nia's ebooks. Not the pen name because obviously we don't know what the pen name is, but I have Nia's books under MV James on my ebook. I've bought Cody the Writer. I have Diane's book. Well, I did the ARC read. I want to actually purchase the ebook when I can get a chance. I have Katie Wismer's books. So I do really try to support, and Sarah Cannon's books. I try to support when I can. I can't always support every single time. And I can't buy every book, especially the people who have like 10 and 20 books. I need to pace myself. But yeah, I really, really want to support other artists, artists in general, but especially indie artists, because, it's so hard for indie artists to get support. But I will talk to you guys later when I finish getting myself together. Okay, bye. Of this book lately because I've been reading other things, so I think it's time to do a little bit of reading this because I miss my mystery thriller vibe for the days. I'm gonna go ahead and film this outro now. I'm not sure if I won't put other clips in before this part, but haven't even written my weekend list yet. But while I have the room to myself, I must film the outro. So the week, it was a week. Where did the light just changed on me? Wow. That. Anyway, okay, so the week was a week. Wasn't bad, wasn't great, but it was a week. My total, if you saw the clip before the whatever, the one with the calculator, my total for the week is 9,293 words. Ugh. Okay, that's not bad. I know that it's not bad. It's just not what I wanted, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what next week looks like because I may be leaving the house 3 times next week, so that'll be very, very interesting. Because I have doctor's appointment on Monday, then I have the knee injection appointment Tuesday, plus a physical therapy appointment on Tuesday. And I might have 2 physical therapy appointments next week. I might have another one. Oh God, I might be leaving the house 4 times. I don't know. I don't know if my body can handle this, but we shall see. But I'm almost finished the first book in the pen name series, so I should be able to finish it by next week. And that doesn't do well for gauging. Well, I guess I'm kind of trying to gauge how long it takes me to write each one. And hopefully it doesn't take me this long to write each one, because I started it. My fall reset week was the first week of October. So the week after that is when I started book one. What week was that? What week was that? I don't know. The 10th. No, I'm in the wrong month. It was was it really that? No. Okay, well, when I did my fall reset, it was the 29th and 30th of September, and then into the first 3 days of October. October 6th is when I started. Oh my gosh, it's been more than a month, and I'm still writing book one. That's not good. That's not a good time. Anyway, I gotta work on that. But it's my first attempt at writing a novella, first attempt at writing romantic suspense. So let me be a little easier on myself. But I've been having fun writing this though. Oh, okay, I don't know what that is. But I'm having fun writing this book. I don't know if it's any good. I won't know until I read it back. I mean, I think there are bits and pieces that I like so far of it. I don't read back I'm not the person that goes back and reads what I wrote the previous. I read a little bit if it's been like the weekend, just to kind of put myself back into the scene. But I don't really go back and read up until the point. I don't edit as I go. So I think I'm writing a good story, but I won't know until I go back and read it. So, but it's been testing me. I know some descriptions and stuff is missing. Some names of some streets might need to change or is missing. But we'll find that out later at another point in time. Oh, excuse me, so sorry. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Also, I want to remind you guys that November 30th is closer than you know, and that's AuthorTube Poetry Open Mic Night with me and Morgan, hosting on my channel this time. And the form, I'll leave the Google form to sign up if you want to read some poetry or have us read some poetry. I'll leave it in the description box below. We'd love to hear your poetry. November 30th, 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. And again, that's on my channel. So come share your poetry, or at least come watch and enjoy some poetry. But with that said, that is going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.